Yes. So welcome guys, welcome guys. I'm so happy we could do this show for you today. Welcome to the Big Man Show 2 half. Of course, I'm in the studio. I'm not in the studio. I'm in my living room, all on my own, because of the government regulations and stipulations around COVID. COVID is very real, so we're currently under lockdown. So I won't see my co-host for the next couple of days, but the show must go on. People, protect yourself and wear your mask. No, match day number 3 in the English Premier League is gonna give us a snippet of what we're gonna expect for the champions for the rest of the season coming up. As we can see, Liverpool will play host to Chelsea in the blockbuster event at 11:30. But before we get to that, because a lot of talking points in that, we have Manchester City playing host to Arsenal. Also, we have Newcastle playing Southampton, West Ham playing Crystal Palace, Aston Villa playing Brentford, Norwich City playing Leicester City, and Brighton will play host to Everton. And the marquee game of match day number 3 will be, without doubt, Chelsea versus Liverpool, which comes up at 11:30 Jamaica time. Chelsea versus Liverpool. People, it's just a snippet. It's just really just a snippet. But I think Chelsea coming in as the defending champions for the Champions League, also the FIFA Club World Cup champions as well. Lukaku in rich vein coming in, looking like the beast that he is. Also, we've seen the likes of Jorginho winning the FIFA Men's award as the best player for the year. Jorginho winning that one. But Chelsea is no doubt coming in and looking to bounce Liverpool off that perch, or knock Liverpool off that perch, coming tomorrow, Saturday. The matchups, the talking points will no doubt be Virgil van Dijk versus Romelu Lukaku. Lukaku coming in back in the league. This is the second stint at Chelsea, showing his power, dominating Arsenal defenders. But will he be able to do that against the colossal, the big Virgil van Dijk come Saturday? I would think not. And judging by what we've seen that they've played against each other before. We've seen the quality that Virgil would have went up against. And I just think that it won't be an easy task for Romelu Lukaku come tomorrow. And it definitely won't be an easy task for Virgil van Dijk, who will be able to call up on his partner in crime, which is Joel Matip, who's just as big, probably not as nimble as Virgil and not as quick as Virgil, but definitely physical presence will be felt from Lukaku. And if you're any experienced defender, any coach, you will watch Lukaku and look at his play. His main attributes is his strength and his pace. So if you're gonna mark him, as soon as he get that touch on you from his back to feel where you are and try to pin you, an experienced defender will move away. And I think Virgil van Dijk will definitely look to overpower him and don't let him get a touch off the ball or try to even feel where he is. But it's no doubt this won't be a cakewalk for Virgil van Dijk, and it won't be a cakewalk for Romelu Lukaku. I think this is easily the only defender right now, not only just in English Premier League, but across the world, who will think they have a fair chance with Romelu Lukaku. So I think this is, that aspect is definitely living up to the billing, where Virgil van Dijk will have to be in a tussle with Romelu Lukaku, and likewise Romelu Lukaku will be in a tussle with the entire Liverpool fraternity, not just Virgil van Dijk, because the red wall will be around there as well. Matip will be there to help him. But my other 2 points, I'll look at Thomas Tuchel. Thomas Tuchel would have started his career with Chelsea in a more pragmatic way, in terms of he was more cagey, more looking at solidifying the midfield, trying to, ensure that they retain the ball as best as possible, even if they lose it. And his workman-like midfield was in full flow last season. And I just think that Thomas Tuchel is that type of coach with this Chelsea team. However, he brought in Lukaku, which would have been to stem the loss in terms of goal scoring opportunities. And I just think that Lukaku coming in now will then change Thomas Tuchel thinking in terms of how he approaches game. Because now you're not going to approach game with the likes of a Lukaku who can score a goal and think that you're going to sit back and wait on the opponent to come at you. You know, that has been Tuchel's style. Now Lukaku will come in and give a different dynamic. Whether he will go for the juggernaut against Liverpool, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, and I don't think he will do it. Playing against Liverpool away at Anfield with the 12 man at the cup end with the possible midfield that Liverpool might play. I don't think he would go for the juggernaut and try and match Liverpool stride for stride. But they do have the players to do that. And equally, if he does decide to sit back and wait on Liverpool, they definitely have the players who can hurt you. Were they that efficient last season? No. But do they have the ability to hurt you, especially in the counter-attack, the ball retention from Jorginho and Kante? Then you have the likes of Pulisic, Ziyech, all of them on the flanks, and there's no doubt. Timo Werner, Lukaku is up front. And so goals will be coming in as long as. And I think the ability of Reece James going up and down the line, especially on the right hand side of the field, from defense to attack. Reece James is a wonderful player, very good development player, and is definitely standing out. He's more looking just like a Trent Alexander-Arnold who has come through the academy. Normally, this way academy players from Chelsea get through, play a few games, and then they go on loan. Reece James has cemented his spot and is definitely looking more and more, as you seen last week against Arsenal. He was magnificent. But Jurgen Klopp side of the game will no doubt means that Jurgen Klopp, we all know his style. He's going to go for the traditional 4-3-3. What the challenge will be for Jurgen Klopp now is that will this be the first time he's going to go ultra attacking? I think we saw him one time did it when he went for Firmino, Salah, and Jota with Sadio Mane. But interestingly, in the midfield, where he's going to have back Jordan Henderson, the skipper, and he's going to have back Fabinho, who lost his dad last week and so missed out. He's back in the midfield, but will he go for Thiago? You know, that's the thing. So that is where it's kind of topsy-turvy as to where it will go in terms of will Liverpool go full out attack? Will Klopp want to go back for a workman-like midfield and involve a James Milner and a Fabinho and a Jordan Henderson over the likes of a Thiago? Will he bring in Firmino? So will he bring in Firmino to play with Jota and Salah all at once and then leave? What we've seen as Liverpool fans and neutral fans would have seen, the bench is empty, so I am not sure he will go for that. But let's see what happens. Will Thomas Tuchel stay in his more pragmatic ways and try and soak up the pressure and catch you on the counter-attack? Of course, they have the ability to do it, but will he do it? I am not sure as yet. So that's point 2. Point 3 is definitely the versatility of the team. Looking back, Chelsea, as I said, ball retention has been their game from last season. So retaining the ball in the midfield, being very good at that. But they're going to come up against a team who doesn't want to lose the ball either, who tend not to make mistakes, and if they do make the mistakes, they want to swarm you as quickly as possible. So versatility wise, I'm looking at the midfield, and I think I will give Liverpool midfield the edge, only because I think Liverpool possess the ability to create defense splitting passes from their midfield players. And I look at Jorginho and Kante, who are the two most dominant players in Chelsea, and I'm not seeing where they will be able to create that splitting pass from 45 yards, 50 yards, 60 yards. I'm not seeing it, but probably they will surprise us. I am not sure. Defensively, Chelsea's improving. Mendy is no doubt the goalkeeper going forward. And so I am looking at the Chelsea backline. They're improving, really improving. Rudiger is a standout round there. Reece James going back and front is standout. On the left-hand side is where I think Chelsea have the issues to sort out as to if they're going to use Chilwell or going to use Christensen. Christensen has been the leading man so far, so it might as well be Alonso, I should say. Sorry about that. Alonso has been the leading man so far, and so let's see what happens there. Who will really change this thing to retrofit Liverpool because of more Salah on that side or Sadio Mane on that side. I am not sure as yet. Attacking wise, again, is weird. So defensively, Liverpool and Chelsea are a little bit equal because Virgil van Dijk is just coming back. Matip also is just coming back. Andrew Robertson will be just coming back for the first game for this season if he's gonna be the starter. So realistically, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who was also injured at the back end going into Euro. So defensively, I will say it's a draw. So Liverpool winning the midfield only because they have the ability to make splitting passes, and defensively it's equal. Up front, Lukaku is really only the threat I'm really worried about up front for Chelsea. I'm not seeing anybody else. I know they are quality players, but they are just not at the party, and I really hope for Liverpool see they don't turn up at the party tomorrow. Liverpool, there's no doubt. Mohamed Salah, Sadio Mane, Diego Jota. Firmino looks like he wants to be back in the mix again, so I'm not sure. But nevertheless, there's still 4 possible or 3.5 possible threats. Because at any given day, any one of those 3 between Salah, Mane, and Jota can turn up. And if Firmino magically have a good game again, then it spells danger for Chelsea. So up front, I will give Liverpool the edge. And on that note, I will definitely say Chelsea will be beaten 3-1 at Liverpool. I still think they're going to get a goal. I'm not sure how they will score the goal because I'm not seeing Lukaku scoring. But I just feel as if with Trent and Robertson going, then there's going to be space on the flanks which Chelsea have the ability to exploit, and they will definitely take advantage of it. As to if they will score, let's see what happens. Big games in La Liga still happening. Big games also in the German Bundesliga coming up. Definitely the French league is now officially the Farmers League, people. So all I wanna like it and I talk about the goat to play Farmers League. It's officially based on data analysis and ranking. Portuguese league is now over the French league, and so the French league is now the 6th best league in the world. 6th best league in the world. Jamaican Premier League is on right now as we speak this Friday afternoon. Cavaliers playing, Harbourview playing, Umberline, Mount Pleasant, Mullines. I think Harbourview would have defeated. At the start of the show, Harbourview would have defeated Chung again. 6th goal of the season. Harbourview would have defeated, I think, Mullines. I'm not sure, but Harbourview would have been leading 1-0 at the time of the show. Definitely. Big news coming also from Mount Pleasant, Cardell Bembo. There seems to be something happening down at Mount Pleasant, especially at the senior level. And we need to get to know what's happening because it just doesn't look good. First, it was Jordan Fletcher missing, and then we understand the coaching staff and management went for him. Then there are several other news about several players who were there, and they're no longer going to be there. Players that we're not seeing, that were in pre-season. And now Cardell Bembo is at the tip of it. So we just need to understand what's happening though. There's a lot of news happening. The biggest news that just broke this morning is no doubt painful news for me. Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo going back to Manchester United. As much as you want to talk bad about that transfer deal, there's really not a lot of bad things that you can find for that deal. The only thing I can wish for is that team chemistry somewhat disrupt in that team. A lot of Manchester United fans are getting over the moon and saying give us a trophy and all of that. I wouldn't go that far because at the end of the day, Cristiano Ronaldo is Cristiano Ronaldo, but age is against him. And if he was that valuable, I don't think Juventus would have been really easy and readily wanted to let him go. He practically forced his way out. You guys actually saved him. So all of this talk about Christy that and Chris, it's Manchester United saved him. And the only other supposedly interest, and again, he and his agent are alleged to have made himself available to Manchester City. So that was the only other interest. So you actually saved Cristiano Ronaldo. But separate from that, me being biased, it's a big move for the English Premier League and a big move for Manchester United. So all who are downplay it and attack say, Una are not the favorite. Una the favorite. And Una have no excuse. Una have Sancho, Vera, Christie, you have everybody. Man, you have no excuse now, you know. So let's see what happens. Again, as a Liverpool fan, definitely me want to see the back room crumble. But if you're a neutralist, it means that the English Premier League is going to be a banger yet again. With Christie coming over, it means the Premier League just it does that boiling pitch. It's really right now the water boil over. Christie back in the Christie back in the Premier League. People, can you believe it? Back at Manchester United. It not even sound really for say. But the big clash up this Saturday is Chelsea versus Liverpool. Romelu Lukaku. What will happen when he goes up against another beast in the back, which is Virgil van Dijk? Let's see what happens, and this is gonna be just a little snippet of what will happen for the duration of the season, because I'm looking at most of the squads, and all the squads are competitive. And interestingly and importantly, I should say, the result between Liverpool and Chelsea will give an indication, but it won't have an impact on the longevity of the season. It's too early. It's just too early. And we saw it with Manchester City. We saw it with Liverpool. It's just too early. But it's definitely an indication. So, you know, even if Chelsea lose, it won't say Chelsea now go be in the mix come at the end of the season. You know, but it's just, that's how it is. So people's a lot of news, a lot of things going on. If you want to win your official fan jersey, all you have to do is like, share, and subscribe. When you're in the comment section under the YouTube page, people, remember this importantly. Ensure that you're subscribed, comment jersey, your team, and that's it. For September, mid-September, we'll have 2 lucky winners and we're going to give away jerseys. So people ensure that you're in it to win it. Get a jersey. We're not talking to no man. We're not entertaining no man if you don't have a team jersey. You have to wear team color. That's how it is. That's how it is. I can't remember one season when I do have my own. So people, remember, enter, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe on the bottom, jersey. In the comment section, jersey. On YouTube, ensure that you're subscribed. Share and tell your friends for a chance to win your very own team jersey. 1 or 2 random lucky winners will be selected come the mid to end of September. People, this is a big bad show, 2 halves. Stay tuned, you know. This is a big bad show. We're out.